Students, today we are going to learn about the adverbs, isn't it? So here, before this we had learned about the tenses, but there are remain tenses. So now here, today we are about to learn that is the adverbs, and we have learned these adverbs in last year. But now let me remind you that adverbs are words that modify a verb, an adjective or another adverb in a sentence. Students, adverbs, the adverb that is a word, I am to say adverb that is a word that modifies a modifies a verb, adjective and another adverb in a sentence. So students, there are some kind of adverbs are here are written on the board. So here we can see this adverbs of manner, then next one that is the adverbs of time, then adverbs of place. So here first we will take that is the adverbs of manner. So pay attention. Adverbs of manner indicates how an action is performed. Student, pay attention. Adverbs of manner indicate what, how an action is performed. मतलब action जो है, it means that action is performed in some kind of in some specific manner. So here example we can see that the baby smiled happily in her mother's lap. Students, pay attention. Example that the baby smiled happily in her mother's lap. So here you can see who modifies whom in sentence. We can see that happily modified the smile, that is a verb in a sentence, and this is the adverbs of manner. It means that the subject made an action, but in which, it means that in which manner, in happily manner, isn't it? So this is the happily modifies the verb, that is the smile. Then here are some examples that bravely, fast, and you know what students, adverbs of manner can be made by adding the ly. You can see last, that is the ly. It means that happy, you can add ly in the last, so it will become a adverbs of manner. So then next we have next adverb, that is the adverbs of time. So adverbs of time indicates when the action is performed. Here little bit difference between the adverbs of manner and adverbs of time. That adverbs of manner indicate how an action is performed, isn't it? And adverbs of time indicate when the action is performed. So here let us look at example that I came to know this news before a moment. Student, you can see that I came to know this news before a moment. Here that is the before. It shows about the time before, isn't it? And it modifies the know. It means that came to know, this is the verb, and it modifies the verb came to know. Therefore this is the adverb of time. You can see that I came to know this news before a moment. So it shows the action is performed, but when at the, it means that it shows the time. And here you can see some examples that later and ago, both belong to the adverbs of time. Then last one is the adverbs of place. So here these adverbs of place indicate where the action is performed. Yes students, where, you can see that where the action is performed. In this adverbs of manner, how an action is performed. Adverbs of time, when the action is performed. And adverbs of place, where the action is performed. So here let us look at example that I could not find the bunch of keys anywhere. Students, I could not find the bunch of keys anywhere. Which is the word here, that is the anywhere, and it modifies the find. Isn't it? I could not find what? Bunch of the keys anywhere. So this anywhere, this belongs to the adverbs of place, and it anywhere, it modifies the verb, that is the find. So here students, here are some examples, there and here belong to the adverbs of place. So students, here let us repeat once again. Adverbs of manner indicate how an action is performed. It isn't it how? And here the baby smile happily uh, in her mother's lap. You can see that happily. This is the this adverbs of manner modify the smile. This is verb, isn't it? And it shows the how his action is performed. Then adverbs of time indicate when. It means, isn't it, when the action is performed. So here I came to know this news before a moment. This before modifies the came to know verb, therefore, and shows about the indicates about the here example. Then adverbs of place indicate where the action is performed, where that I could not find the bunch of keys. Anywhere that is the adverb of place modifies the find, isn't it, student? So today I hope you might have understood adverbs of some kind of adverbs are there, adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, and adverbs of place. So student, remain part of this topic we will take in next our period.